What's up, everybody, and welcome to FigNight at the Tavern. It is me, the OG Fig Kid, and my tag partner right over here.
Good old Mike Bellcaster. What's up? I'm moving my fucking camera around. How's it going, guys? Welcome to a beautiful edition of FigNight. Let me fix that. There we go. We're doing good. I can keep my dirty ass
we have
house
a
out of
very special guest tonight. What do you say we get right into it?
Let's do it, man. I'm ready to roll.
I got something for you this time. I got a guy I want to talk to.
Hey,
Gentlemen, welcome to the show. Welcome back, friend of the show. Here we go. We have got Mike Kanik. What's going on, buddy? How you doing?
fantastic. Thank you so much for having me on.
Dude, we love having you on. I think this is your third time here. You're one of our favorites, one of our regs. So we're excited. We're very excited, man. How you been?
Always pumped to have you on, man.
Well, I'm shaking with excitement.
Well, you're always shaking.
I'm shaking from other things, but not also excitement.
And I'm gonna crack open a PBR right now.
What's
There you
up?
go.
I
mean,
happy to hear, man. Yeah.
A lot since the last time you've been on. A lot has changed. There's a lot of news. I mean, how many more major Bendies are there? Man, I think we had you on for series 2.
Yeah, we were talking about Ric Flair last time you were on.
Yeah.
Now there's a whole community of Bendies out there.
I'll give you an update. I'm looking at my wall. It's the complete wall of all the Bendies that we have in stock. And Ric Flair is on row 2. There is 5 rows.
Wow. That's insane.
5 completed rows. And actually after row 2, there's 1 extra figure in the rows that I'm able to add.
Wow.
Just based on like the geometry of my wall because there's a door and a thing. But yeah, it's crazy, and it's over 50 Bendies right now.
Wow.
We have Hacksaw Jim Duggan is on its way. It's
nice. I pre-ordered.
Yeah, it should be here literally any day.
Nice.
Nice.
So I actually expect it to arrive this week, hopefully.
The most,
and then Big Rubber Guys now, our newest thing, it's that should be in hand any day too, the Matt and Brian, and we announced, and it's on for sale this week, the Demolition.
Yeah, super pumped for those, man.
I can't even tell you, man. First of all, I just want to take a step back because we're living in a world now where there are so many independent toy companies taking pre-orders, and they're taking a year, they're taking longer. But you come in and you get these major Bendies, and they're in hands within months. It's crazy how you've streamlined the process. Tell us how you did that.
You know what? I come from a very corporate world where you have to work fast. And I just took a lot of the knowledge that I learned from my 9-to-5 jobs, and I placed it into major Bendies. So, Matt, Brian, they come up with really who are the people that we should be working on next, and they come up with the gear that it should be in, and they do all that creative input, right? And then TTD takes it over and actually develops what's in their head, and then it gets passed on to our 3D designer Josh, who then does the actual 3D design of everything. And then I take the art files and the 3D design, and I pass it along to China, and then that's where I take control of everything. I make sure everything is matching properly with hey Matt, with what we designed on the inputs and the 3D design, and everything matches with what we came up with. And then the actual production, the shipping process and everything, I'm more of the logistics guy, right?
Yeah.
But everything is streamlined through a management program that I brought into place, so everyone knows, okay, we have Hacksaw signed. This is the gear we're gonna want. And then TDD drops it into it's a program called Asana. Josh then sees that it's there, and then he's able to start working on it. And then once that's dropped in, I get a notification. I quickly just take it, I send it to China, and then that's how the ball starts moving. And it's just project management, really.
You killing it, man. It's awesome. I'm loving to see all the different faces we're getting. I hope for the big rubber guys that it expands even better. I know me and Tom were talking about it. It was last week or the week before, but he wants more holes filled in his LJN collection. I want more modern day guys. Like it's a cool mix of things, and I love that you're in a place where you could kind of do that. You're not stuck to one brand, not one certain group of wrestlers. So I'm super pumped for it, man.
And to talk about, before we move on to big rubber guys, because I'm so excited about those, but a thing that popped Mike is when he saw the Extreme Bendies set. Like,
yes,
that's amazing, man.
Super awesome.
A little about how that came about.
It's pretty easy process. Brian's just a big ECW guy, and he actually kept on pushing for this for some time, but we couldn't get the guys to actually sign the contracts. They're just old school dudes who didn't. I think the problem was we sent all our contracts to DocuSign, and I think they just didn't know how to check their emails. That's the only explanation I can give you. We actually had to print out a contract for someone to sign manually. But yeah, Brian just is a big ECW fan, and we were just spitballing over who we should do, and we came up with the four guys. And after we got them, we were like, let's just do bloody chases, and we decided to do bloody chases. Then TTD did the card back art, which just fucking crushed it. He's fucking amazing. But yeah, that's basically how it went down. And we really didn't expect the response that we received. Everyone seems to really like it, and we'll probably do another Extreme series. And there's been talks about it, and there's been the cool thing about doing all this is we've become such a reliable source. Matt and Brian have been in the business for almost 20 years. We're producing figures at a timely manner, and it's getting a lot of notice, with the figure community, but also within the wrestlers themselves. So now there's wrestlers who come up to us and say, why haven't you asked me to, sign a contract? I want a major bendy or something. So, the hunt of getting people to sign contracts has become very easy for us. It's now them coming to us.
It's cool.
That's
awesome.
I mean, that just cuts out half the work for you, right? Cool. Okay, so tell me then, like, how did you guys proceed or move on to big rubber guys?
Yeah, it was an idea that I had, and I kept on pushing the guys.
Did I say that? I said I love you.
It was an idea I had, and I kept pushing it to the guys, and they kept on saying one thing at a time, and I agree with them. I think I was pulling the trigger a little ahead of myself, and it eventually, I kept on bringing it up, and eventually the guys said, you know what, I think it's time. Let's try it out. We wanted to make sure that it was as authentic as possible as the original line. So we went through some prototype tests. I believe we went through 4 prototypes until we finally got it right. And
wow,
I'm telling you, I think when people have these in their hand, they're gonna say this is the closest. There you go.
When I was a kid.
I think they're gonna say this is the closest thing to an actual LJN. You know, we went through prototypes where it was too big, it was too small. We went through prototypes where the rubber just didn't feel right, and I eventually, I had trying to redo it just because everyone said that it was perfect, but when you touched it, it still felt like almost like a WCW,
Lube.
not a glue, the original
San Francisco toy maker guys.
Yeah, I keep on forgetting that name. But it felt hard, and I wanted it to be that nice LJN rubber. So I eventually nailed down the rubber exactly. I wanted you to be able to bounce it on the floor. And actually, when I got the latest prototype, that's now the approved thing, I leaned it on the floor to see what the bounce was. It had a good bounce. So that was my test. That was my QA test. Call your insurance. Boom. It's cool, and I think we've lined up who we're gonna do for big rubber guys till the end of 2024.
Wow.
And it's just a mix between modern day guys and legends. So yeah, just it's
This is
PBR, but
all good.
I think people are gonna be really happy with what we do with the line and the quality of everything.
Yeah, no, that's awesome.
I grew up an LJN kid. As I said, I was in the stores the first day the LJNs were released. My mom drove me to pick me up to a little local toy store on Staten Island, and that's where I got them the very first day. So I see all these like Hasbro retros and duplicates and everybody and their mother making those. I just kept dreaming for new LJNs. We have the ones from Jazwares, but they're not the same scale. They don't feel quite the same. We had the Jax ones. If this is done right, like I'm just like I'm on a lot of boards. People are excited about this. We're finally getting Axe and Smash. I ordered the Brian and Matt too. I'm so excited for those. I will take as many big rubber guys as you make because it's hitting me in the heart, man. I'm
just keep him away from Dashy.
Yeah, Dashy. He would think it's a $50 chew toy, which it's not.
Yeah.
So he's not allowed near them. So my first thing is like, so you grew up with the Hasbros, right?
I actually grew up with the LJNs and the Hasbros,
Okay.
and Bendies, and Bone Crunchers, but my first figures were the LJNs and the Hasbros, because I had an older brother. Shout out to Chris Kanik. He's on the show Food Stars right now with Gordon Ramsay. Trying to get an investment for his company, Smart Cups. So check out Smart Cups and check out Food Stars on Fox.
Yes, guys.
That's a nice little plug for my brother.
That's awesome.
Smart Cups.
Hell yeah.
But yeah, so he was just a big wrestling fanatic growing up, and because he was much older than me, I kind of just fell into it with him, and we became big wrestling fans. But he had the LJNs and he had the Hasbros, and that's what I played with. And then eventually, I got the Bendies, which the way I found them was because he told me that there was a Diesel Hasbro coming out, and I kept on checking the toy stores looking for this Diesel figure that never came out. And then I went to KB Toys, and there was a Diesel Bendies, and I thought this was the Hasbro that he was talking about. But then when I got home and I opened it up, I realized it's a whole different figure. It's like a rubbery wire thing. But I still played it with my Hasbros. But yeah, back to the thing. I did have the LJNs. We had Junkyard Dog, Iron Sheik, Hulk Hogan, Jake the Snake, Jesse the Body Ventura, But yeah, we had like basically all the common guys that you would imagine.
So have you ever opened a brand new LJN figure? Mike knows where I'm going with this.
I have actually.
Does it pass the sniff test? Because I want to get that same feeling back of when I opened an LJN as a kid and it had that fresh smell.
So I don't know what people are saying about the sniff test. I don't remember smelling it. I remember it having a weird smell when I opened it, and I was like, "Ah, it smells like fucking 80s." Like Coke. I didn't like the LJN smell, and I also was really disgusted because the poster had a rubber band, and it like disintegrated, and I remember it just felt weird when I opened it up. So I don't know what everyone's saying about the smell, but someone did touch the prototype that I have and smell it and said that it smells like an LJN. So
Tom's got a smelling fetish, especially with LJN.
I opened up my Cody Live on FigNight, and the first thing I did was sniff it right on here. So
I'm gonna have to. Who's that guy on Instagram? Fig Sniff. I'm gonna have to send him a big rubber guy just so he can sniff it on Instagram for us.
And if not, you mean you could get like a scratch and sniff card or something, and on there, and you get the LJN scratch and sniff.
I mean, I have this is a prototype. Wow. This is a unfinished painted mat with a botched insert card. So this is gonna be lowered. It's gonna have a different art. But this is basically how it's gonna look. Resealable packaging, just like a bendy. The tab, you slide out the card. Here.
Yeah, it's nice.
Yeah.
That's cool.
This one, his eyes aren't painted, and I keep it just so that Matt can never stare at me with whatever I do.
Well, look at
the taker, Matt.
Wow.
You know.
But
yeah,
wow,
that's super cool, man.
That is so cool.
I could hear the sound of the plastic bending. It is perfect.
Yeah, I think this is gonna be it's gonna bring back some nostalgia feelings with some of the original LJN collectors. And if you weren't a collector of LJNs, I think you're gonna just appreciate the details that we put into these and the guys that we have lined up.
Yeah, no, absolutely. I mean, it's got to be insane, just technology wise, where we came from the original LJNs to here. I mean, deco wise, you probably knock it out of the park 10 times better than LJN could have, you know. And it's awesome.
It's so crazy. I mean, because everybody, I think we've heard other companies say, "Oh, we can't do LJN style because they're too heavy to ship and it's going to cost us a ton."
Yeah.
Man, I'm so happy. So tell us, how did Demolition come about as being the first outside guys to get big rubber guys?
It's no real Hollywood story. We have a group chat between Matt, Brian, TTD, and myself, and we had probably gotten our second or third prototype of big rubber guys, and Matt was at a convention with Demolition, and he said, "I think we should sign Demolition," and I said, "Go for it, go get them because we can do the smash," and that's basically how it went down. It was just we see people at conventions, or mainly Matt and Brian, and they'll text in the group chat like, "What do you think about this?" And we just either say yay or nay, or we discuss if we think that it's, at the end of the day, we need to make sure that these figures sell so that we can continue making more. And that's basically our discussion. Is it worth the gamble?
Yeah.
And I think Demolition is a great gateway into these big rubber guys because, like you said, everybody who collects LJNs has an axe. Smash has been missing in our collection. So, like, when I saw you guys announce this, man, did I pop for that. Like, I'll finally get... My axe has been lonely for 30-something years. I've been looking for Smash and Crush, but we don't need Crush. I mean, but damn, I'm so excited for that. And they come with removable masks. Like,
removable masks, yeah.
That's cool.
So
yeah, that's what I mean. Like with technology wise, you would have not gotten that on an LJN, 35 years ago. So it's cool to see accessories. Like that's got to be almost I mean, we've had some accessories, but not to that extent on them. So that's cool attention to detail.
And really quickly, people watching, you can order these. Go to majorpodmerch.com. There is a 2-week order going up right now. There's the website. Make sure you go order them before you lose the chance, because once this pre-order period is done, are they gone for good?
Yeah, I mean, I know that there's a few stores who've asked us about stocking them, and we'll let them stock them, but I can't control what prices that they put them at or even the amount that they're going to be carrying. These do take up a lot of space, so I've noticed most stores are ordering the minimums. So there's that case. And then, we've had, people order Bendies from us and they sell them for double or triple the price. And we can only give them suggested prices. So you got to be careful. I would order it now.
Yeah.
lock in the price, because it's $50 each figure with free shipping.
Yeah, which is great.
It's included, which is amazing.
Great deal for shipping what is an 8-inch figure that is pretty heavy.
Want to be hit with if somebody throws it out, you trust.
Yeah.
Then I see, like, it gets more exciting because then you announce there are chases. So
yeah,
Go ahead.
we wanted to do the red face paint, but also do the almost like a Hasbro-esque style, and we couldn't agree on which one. We thought about doing it as an exclusive with someone, and I was like, I don't want to do an exclusive so early on with someone. I don't know how they're gonna deal with the brand. I want to kind of like bring it all in-house, and make sure that everything is on our watch in the beginning, and locked in with how we do things. That's why we're offering the open pre-order, because we weren't sure what the demand is for these things really. So we're gonna be a little bit more controlling with this brand. So we don't want to do a bunch of repaints. We don't want to do a bunch of exclusives. We kind of want to keep everything closed off in the beginning. But so back to the red face paint, it's the best way to do both in that atmosphere is to offer the chases. So our Smash will align perfectly with the LJN axe, and if you don't have the LJN axe, you can still get the big rubber guy version. So yeah.
Yeah, no, that's awesome.
Now, do you know the ratio of chases to regular? Like, how many do I need to order to kind of assure that I'll be getting a chase?
It's 1 out of 3.
Oh, so that's not
bad at all. Yeah.
Yeah. So I think
you spend $150, you get yourself a chase, hopefully.
Really, you should.
Yeah. So it's 1 out of 3. I do it very fairly. I take 2 regulars, chase, 2 regulars, chase, and I hit print on my I use Pirate Ship that's into our CMS, and it just pops right out all the labels. So if you ordered a set of Demolition, I go boom, 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 boom. And then once that's done, I go, okay, who ordered just Smash? And I just hit print, and I go boom, 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 boom. So it sticks with that ratio number.
Right.
And it's funny. I've had multiple emails of people requesting not to get a chase.
I've seen and I'm like, what are people crazy? I want both.
So I'm sure if you don't get a chase, you could probably buy one off someone who didn't want one, because I'm kind of just ignoring those emails because you really want me to just look at, okay, this guy does not want to chase. I can't do that. I have a system that I that works for me to pump these orders out as fast as possible. That way I have space to bring in new inventory because I'm doing everything out of my house.
Absolutely, man.
And I'm the only person that I've packed and shipped every Bendy order by myself. Not one person has helped.
That's crazy.
I don't have anyone that comes over to help me. It's all me. And I don't want like some praise for it, but it's just that's how it's done. Don't fuck up my system.
Yeah.
You're trying to do something as streamlined as you can't stop and like, oh wait, this guy doesn't want it.
Yeah.
It kind of makes sense, but man, I'm so excited. How is it's only been on sale for a day so far. How has the demand been? Like, is it what you expected? Is it beyond?
Yeah. Yeah.
That's good.
It's been very well.
Happy to hear that. Very happy to hear that.
Yeah. So
I want more big rubber guys.
Yeah. From the looks of it, I think we're gonna just keep on doing big rubber guys. And with that said, we're still not done with Bendies. We're gonna still be doing Bendies, and there's gonna be people who we make Bendies of that we won't make big rubber guys of, and vice versa.
Yeah, that's really cool.
And then but there might be some overlap. It's just I think both brands bring something to the table for collectors. Some people don't want 8-inch figures. Some people don't want the 5.5 inches that the Bendies are. Some people want both. I think they're just two different, unique items. And no one else is doing it, and I think we're the only ones doing it, and I think we're doing a hell of a job, and I think that's why no one else is doing it.
Yeah, no, I absolutely agree. That's cool. I'm waiting for the day where there's enough lines coming out of the major pod that we could like get like a MP Toys or Major Pod R Us pop-up store at like at a convention, and we walk in and it brings all that nostalgia back.
Yeah. We're gonna be at PowerCon in Ohio. We have those 4 exclusives there that the convention's selling themselves. It's the Indie God, Matt Cardona, Brian Myers, Smart Mark Sterling, and Pixel Dan.
Nice.
So
awesome.
Wow, I ordered the Demolition yesterday. Can't wait to see where this line goes. LOD, Powers of Pain, the Genius. I'd love a Genius. I'd love to finish my Powers of Pain. LOD in this format would be amazing. Like, there's so many ideas, like, of 80s guys, 90s guys, today's guys. Just like, I would love an Abdullah the Butcher. Like, I don't know why, but I feel like he deserves a big.
He'd be a really heavy, really big guy.
Really big rubber guy.
Yeah.
So the cool thing about doing big rubber guys with Matt and Brian and TTD and Josh, we're all wrestling fans and we're all collectors. So I think we have the same mindset as the community because we are part of the community, and everything that people have been suggesting, I'm just like nodding. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. But it's like contracts have been signed. This stuff.
You got a giant scroll with all your thoughts and plans on it.
We're working in silent. We don't. I don't want to knock any other companies, but a lot of people do multiple posts every day, every minute. There's nothing wrong with that. That's just not how we want to do business. We want to bring true excitement. I feel like you get excitement fatigue with that.
Yeah. Oh, yeah,
we want that feeling of when you go to Toys R Us and you see a figure that you didn't know was coming out and it's there on the shelf. That's what we want to do. So we want to make sure we don't tease too much. We want to do just drops, and we want to make sure that it's in stock. And just say, hey, Thanks. We just want to say, hey, here's so and so. He's in stock. Surprise.
I like it. It reminds me of like picking up a toy at the toy aisle, flipping over in the card, and you see somebody in the back, and you're like, "Holy shit! I need to go find that. Like, when's it come out? Nobody knows." Boom! It's right there.
So that's actually something that I've talked about that I want to do, where we ship one item, and people get it, and then you flip it on the back, and there's an item that we haven't announced, and you just go, "Holy shit!"
That's cool.
That's something I'm trying to do, but we want that excitement and surprise in modern day, because with the internet, so many things get spoiled.
Yeah.
So it's tough to get that feeling again, and trying to recreate that feeling as much as possible.
Not only with the internet, but when you have Mr. Cardona drinking beers and shooting vlogs and announcing they just signed Demolition.
How people did not know that we were going to do Demolition, because it's on a vlog.
I know.
Yeah. Just shows you how many major marks are sitting there actually watching the content and not watching the content.
Like in the vlog, we signed Demolition. I can't believe it didn't explode. Like, huge get. Everybody loves Demolition.
Yeah, I'm surprised that didn't get enough mentions.
Yeah,
I've gotten. I had a few people bring it up to me, and that's not the first time he's done that too. He mentioned someone else in a vlog that actually we still haven't signed, because it's just tough negotiations sometimes.
But when you get the PBR flowing, you know.
It's not up to him, it's up to an agency.
Yeah. I'm gonna get you to drink a couple of more PBRs here so you could tell us who the next set is. No, I'm only kidding. We're not gonna try.
I could drink probably half a bottle of tequila and I'm still good. I'm a vault.
I drink a half a bottle of tequila, so
Matt takes a whiff of the tequila and all of a sudden he starts talking.
You also have another new business venture out. Talk a little bit about the other site with the what's going on.
So kaniksmerch.com, KANIKS merch.com, or building a brand behind Matt's back.com. Yeah, I've been for probably like almost 3 or 4 years now. I've been doing all this merch stuff for a bunch of guys, and I'm like, why don't I just do this myself and build a collection, help them have a new avenue to sell merchandise. So that's what I did. I created kaniksmerch.com, do exclusive drops of different clothing items. So right now we have the Matt Cardona collection that I still haven't taken down. So if you're on, it's going to go down tomorrow morning. So tonight's the last night to order. And it's the Indie God shorts that right now. Hold on.
Look at that advertising.
You can't really see it, but it's yellow mesh shorts.
Oh, sorry.
There you go.
There you go.
That's cool. Super awesome.
You're cool, man. They really are cool. And our buddy Extra Cooler designed those, so let's shout out the logo.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He was asking me, he goes, if you have Kanik, can you ask him how I can get one of those Indie God Bendies?
You show up.
That's PowerCon. But the shorts, so for the Matt Cardona shorts, the Indie God, the mesh, almost like a chalk line style, a little bit more longer on the inseam, a little bit wider too, so it's a lot more I don't want to knock down Chalkline because I think they make a great product, but it's a little bit more comfortable.
It's a baggy fit.
It's like a baggy fit. And then we have MDK/MDQ Japanese style art t-shirt.
That shirt's awesome. Yeah, I saw that.
The shirts that we have are kind of like what we did with the Major Pod 316 shirt here, or if you've ordered any major Bendy t-shirts from me, I would call them like a homage style shirt.
Yeah.
They're super soft. So great for the summer. And then we have an Indie God poster, which is like Matt and I were talking just like how cool it is that yep, that's
cool.
the shirt. And then the poster, it's like a 90s style poster, like, you know, everyone had some sort of poster when they were kids. I kind of based this one off of a Goldberg poster that I had as a kid.
That's cool.
So it's just in a really cool background, matte, and it has his logo and signature on it. It's not really signed by him; it's a printed thing. You can get it signed at a convention. But yeah, it's everything comes with free shipping in the U.S.
Yeah, that's cool. That's super awesome.
Even bigger. There we go.
There you go.
That's a really cool poster too, man. I mean,
yeah.
I'm sure you both agree with this, but I miss being a kid and going to the mall and like going to the record store or Spencer's and just flipping through all the posters they had there.
Yeah.
That was something fun. Today's kids, do they even get to experience that, man?
I think like, Walmart's got like a little end cap, but it's not the same, man. It's never the same.
And they all shit too.
Yeah.
It's the same fucking generic it's all the same generic like Marvel or
no,
that's what it is. But you know, Matt was generous to allow me to use him as my guinea pig, and you know, there's some things I learned on what to do and what not to do when promoting this collection, and you know, it wasn't a failure. So I'm gonna continue doing it, and there's people that I have in mind on who I'm gonna sign for the next collection. Obviously, we're gonna be doing Brian, you know, everyone that I hang out with. But I kind of don't want to do another collection until I'm ship everything for this one, so that people can see the quality of everything that I'm doing, because it is good quality. And I don't think I'm going to do Brian next, even though I obviously I'm going to do Brian eventually. But I kind of want people to see that there's other people in the realm of who I can bring to the table. I mean, there's over 50 major Bendies. I can get any of those guys. So come on. And there's people that who don't even have figures out yet from that we've signed that I could do stuff with. So
it's cool.
Yeah, just, you know, I think it's something fun that I'm doing. It's a nice little fun hobby. So check it out.
Cool. Merch you might not otherwise get anywhere else. It's really
I'm very I like the exclusive stuff. I don't want to be wearing the same Pro Wrestling Crate t-shirt that everyone's wearing.
Yeah, no, absolutely.
So if it's limited, you know, if we only sell 20 to 50 shirts or whatever it is, that's fucking amazing.
Yeah, absolutely.
Obviously, I would love to sell 100.
Goes a long way, man. Yeah,
sure. But even if it's even 100, it's still not that many compared to the elite shirts that people are wearing, the Young Bucks or whatever. So it's cool. But yeah, it's something. It's just a side project right now, and I'm having fun doing it. And I'm excited to see where it takes me.
Oh yeah, no, congrats on it, man, because it seems like it's going to kick off. The shorts look awesome. The poster looks badass. You guys see the link right there. Go make sure you're hitting it up until I get my blacklight, you know, velvet Joe shoes poster for the for the men's room.
I mean,
haven't seen one of those in a while. Yeah, right.
That's not a bad idea. And you put a black light on it, all you see is stains.
Yeah.
That's awesome. Just tell everybody, like, so they know, where can they follow you to get all the latest information for all this stuff?
I mean, you can follow my personal accounts. I post everything there. It's Kanik89, Kanik 89. And then if you want to follow Major WF Pod on Instagram and Twitter, you can do that. A lot of that stuff is shared there as well. Then there's also Major Bendies Instagram account, which, you know, I'll post random stuff there too. We kind of just spread out the stuff, but personal's good. Major WF Pod is good. We have a Kanik's merch Instagram account now too, just because I felt like I needed it.
Absolutely,
man.
Absolutely, you do. No, it's smart, dude. This is so exciting. What else? Anything else new and exciting since we last spoke?
I'm still 5'3", but I lie. I say I'm 5'4".
You look much taller in person. I ran into you at WrestleMania. What a wild year it's been. I got to go to Mania, and I was with Joe Shoes, and then out of nowhere you popped up behind us, and you're just like, "What's up, man?" And we both were like, "How the fuck did he get here?" And you're like, "I'm down on the floor having a blast." This is great, man.
I saw Shoes, and I was like, I need to go say hello to that man.
It was quite a time. We sat there and talked about how Titus O'Neil should be the spokesperson for the Sizzler after party for WrestleMania.
I actually went to the. Was that after I went to the bathroom with Titus O'Neil?
I did not hear about that, so no, it must have been.
Oh, I know.
I went to the bathroom and Titus O'Neil goes to the urinal next to me and I'm peeing and I just look up and he's like gigantic. And I'm like, fuck, thank God my pants are already down because I would have pissed my pants. This man's huge.
Oh,
that's great.
Wow. Anything new that you've added to your collection?
I'm constantly getting Hasbro signed. I'm working on getting the nails signed through High Spots. You know, we have the Major Bendy going on with them. So it's exclusive on highspots.com. You can get it signed and GSA authenticated with a protector that I also make. So kind of like the foldable Funko Pops. You can just pop it there and then put it, close it. There's a film that this comes off, so it's crystal clear. It's UV protected.
That's cool.
And then there's a hang tag there too.
Oh wow!
So you can hang it on your wall, or you can stack them. You can multiple ways of displaying your collection now.
Yeah.
So we will have these available soon for Big Rubber Guys. They have shipped, I believe, already.
That's awesome.
So
that is awesome. Any update on a time frame for the Matt and Brian figures?
That on the water, I should have them. There was some sort of delay with the shipping on everything. So literally any day. Any day I'm going to get just a notification. Hey, you have 40 cases of figures coming to your house.
Much heavier ones, too. Fuck.
Stop eating all that McDonald's and drinking all that beer.
I'd love to know what your dog thinks when you get all these packages.
He is terrified because he wants to like see everything that I'm doing. Now he heard it. Now he's barking. So I lock him in my room because I don't want him because I'm constantly leaving the door open and I'm going in and out because it's just faster that way. Yep. So he gets scared. I in the morning when I know that there's gonna be a big UPS delivery, I give him a little CBD and his hard-boiled egg in the morning.
Listen, it does the trick. Right?
He gets a little high and stuff. I put the Beatles' White Album on for him, and he passes out.
He's smelling the Big Rubber Guys. He's like, "Oh, this is heaven, man."
And then when there's big deliveries like that, I try to get everything in the house first.
Yeah.
So we'll just stay in the living room. And that can take me anywhere between 40 minutes to 2 hours.
Yeah.
Just to get it in the house because it's a lot. And I'm short and I have zero muscle mass. And it's just me doing it. So it could take me up to 2 hours. So once I get everything in the house, I'll open the door and he comes running out and he like sniffs every fucking box that's in the house. And then he's like, "Oh, this is the crap that you were doing again?" And he goes back to where he was before and just passes out.
I think
he's excited until he smells the ocean air and then China again, and he's like, "Oh, not this shit again." He's like, "I'm out."
Yeah. You have to carry in all the boxes of big rubber guys. You're gonna be thinking, "What the fuck did I do?"
Yeah, this is gonna be interesting.
You need your own personal trainer, but like before shipping day, like to pump you up for the week, get you all rocking and rolling with your cardio, and you'll be doing great.
It's funny you say that. Enzo lives right by me, and he has a boxing gym about 2 blocks away from my house, and he's always telling me I need to go in and start training. And I laugh at him. I'm like, "Are you calling me fat?" And he just smiles. Because I always see him too at the freaking. There's an Italian deli right by us, and he always just sees me at the Italian deli, so he knows I'm just buying a shitty sandwich. And when I say shitty, I mean it's delicious, but it's not good for me.
That's awesome.
We know it's good because he made that suggestion for me to go to that pizzeria, and I went there in Manhattan, and holy smokes, it was out of this world. I was
Which one was that? Lazara's?
Yes, that was it. Oh my god, was it amazing?
Yeah, they have a really good chicken parm sandwich there too.
Oh,
so good.
I love chicken parm.
So good. I had Dylan go there with his son.
Oh, nice.
I think it was last week. I don't know when he was in Manhattan.
It was so good. I sent him Mike pictures of the pizza. Like I just sat there. I'm like,
it's so good.
It was absolutely heaven. So any food recommendations we'll always take from you when we're going. So
another good spot if you like that spot. If you've been to Prince Street,
I know where it is.
Yeah, and it's by Soho.
Yep.
There's
another good place there. What is it?
Yeah. It's Prince Street. Prince Street Pizzeria.
Called Prince Street.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, there's always a big line to get in.
Wow.
It's nice Sicilian slices. Get the pepperoni. It's a nice curls up. It's delicious. And then if you walk a block up and make a right, there's Mama Fuku's Milk Bar.
Ooh, hell yeah!
They have there.
And you can get cereal milk ice cream. It's a soft serve. And they'll take a bunch of cornflakes, crush it up, throw it in the bottom of the cup, put the ice cream, and then take another handful of cornflakes, crunch it up, and just throw it on the top.
Damn.
And then they have these truffles that are delicious. You get the birthday cake or the dulce de leche truffles. It's delicious.
Sounds fucking fire. We do this podcast in between dinner time. I smell my kids' food. I'm like, I'm fucking. Every time you're on, I'm like, I get off. I'm like, but we got to order $300 worth of food. I'm fucking hungry.
You need the eating with Kanik vlog. What do you want?
Yeah. I think that's something
cool and we'll crush them all.
Yeah, I mean, the benefits of living 20 minutes away from Manhattan. I get to eat all these cool things whenever I want.
It is
the best.
Major,
absolutely.
Awesome. I mean, once again, guys, head over to majorpodmerch.com to pre-order your Demolition. It says, I read they will be shipping in November. That's only a 5-month wait. That's not far. I can't wait to order them. To receive them. I will be ordering. I might have to go for 3 of each just to make sure I get a friggin' chase.
I mean, you get both sets. You'll have an extra set. Honestly, you could probably flip it on eBay.
I mean, especially if you're one of the first to get it and throw it up there.
Yeah,
you're not gonna lose money on them. Let's put it that way. No matter what.
I think there's gonna be a lot of FOMO of people who didn't get it.
Yes, I agree.
Absolutely.
Once people start posting pictures and everything, man. I mean, this is so exciting. I can't wait to learn who's next. I can't wait. I'm more excited for this line than any line I've been in a really long time. I think how it resonates with me.
I think Matt said that he was going to announce one of the next people next week, just so that people understand what we're doing.
Yeah.
Because, and then we're going to keep the other person in the set a secret. But but he just wants to announce from one person, just so people understand where our mindset is on everything.
That's cool.
With this collection,
Because
I think people it's still so early on. People have come up with theories and just think that we're going to reuse people that we've already done bendies with. And
I love that you're not. I love it.
Yeah, just
look, you kind of proved that with Demolition coming right out of the gate with Big Rubber Guys.
Yeah.
Kind of proves anything is on the table.
Yeah.
So, because I don't know, I wasn't expecting that. I could not believe it. I couldn't be happier. So, oh man, thank you so much for taking the time out of your night and joining us once again. We're going to be plugging the shit out of these. We're going to be posting pictures of them. I can't wait. I just can't wait to get the first two in my hand. Thank you so much. Anything else before we go here?
No, nothing else. Kanik89. MajorPodMerch.com, CanicsMerch.com. Go support my brother, SmartCups.com. Buy some of his stuff.
Hell yeah.
Go watch him on Food Stars with Gordon Ramsay. Watch him get called an idiot sandwich.
I'm sure you like that. You had to laugh a little bit, huh? Love it. that says it all. So, all right, guys. Thank you for joining us again, Kanik. We'll have you back on again in another few months. I'm sure there'll be a lot more new stuff for us to talk about. So,
absolutely.
Always.
Thank you. From Mike and Mike. It's two Mikes. And Tom, Tom's out.